Front of you, these are the arteries and these are their branches which are supplying the face. So we are going to study these artery and their branches. Basically it is the blood supply of the face. Whole face is supplied by the arteries. Which arteries we are going to study? Okay, let's start today's lecture. The blood supply of picture, one is this and the other one is this. Okay, and many other branches, many small branches are here which are anastomosing with each other, but mainly only two arteries are supplying. One is the facial artery, this one is the facial artery, and this one is the superficial temporal artery. Superficial temporal artery and the facial arteries are the two main arteries. What are the branches of these two arteries? These are the branches of basically the external iliac artery. External iliac artery has main two branches. One is the facial and one is the superficial temporal, which are supplying the face. Okay, so both are the branches of the external iliac artery. External carotid artery, and that's why you know that external carotid artery is over here. So the both are the branches of the external carotid artery. Okay, so these arteries, these branches, this one is the facial artery, and let me tell you one thing, that its pathway is not very straight. Its pathway is very tortuous. It's going some way like here and here, and pathway is not straight. As shown over here is straight, but this pathway is not straight as much it is shown in this picture. This is a picture only. Okay, so the facial artery is emerging from here, the body of the mandible, and here is the point where you can feel, you can palpate even the masseter, or here the masseter muscle is over here. So you on the body of the masseter muscle and on the body of the mandible, you can palpate your own facial artery over here. You can palpate. Okay, the facial artery then comes out, and first of all it gives the branch which is the submental artery. This one is the submental artery. This is the mental foramen over here, and this is the submental artery, which means that it is supplying this region, the region of the chin, the region of the lower lip. Okay, and then let me some. Okay, and now what happens, that facial artery is coming from here, and it is giving submental artery and then moving upward and gives a branch which is called the inferior labial artery. Okay, this one is the inferior labial artery. Inferior labial artery is basically appearing at where the angle of the mouth, where you feel the angle of the mouth, where you can see in this picture too, the inferior labial artery is supplying the part of the chin and the lower lip. Okay, then moves upward, and then a branch which is called the superior labial artery. Superior labial artery is supplying the upper lip and some part of the nose also. And then we have the lateral nasal artery, and let me tell you where is the lateral nasal artery. Over here, which is supplying the sides of nose. Okay, this septum, and this one is the lateral nasal artery. So you have studied just the facial artery completely. Facial artery has four branches, one and two, and this one is three, and this one is four. Okay, so four branches of the facial artery are supplying the face, whole face. You can see whole face. So four branches of facial artery are enough for supplying the face. Artery is supplied to the face. Okay, as I have already told you, this is the superficial temporal artery. Superficial temporal artery is also a branch of external carotid artery. Here is the external carotid artery, and from external carotid artery, facial artery appears, and also the superficial temporal artery appears. And what is this? This is the gland, parotid gland over here. So under the body of the parotid gland, this superficial temporal artery appears from the external carotid artery. Okay. When go into detail of this superficial temporal artery, this is the superficial temporal artery, and when it is appearing, it is giving just one branch very close to its appearance. Okay, this branch, this is the transfer branch. You can see its pathway is very transverse. So transverse pathway means that it is traveling just transversely. Okay, that's why its name is transverse facial artery. Okay, I don't need to tell you that which area it is supplying, because you can see from here that which area it is supplying. So the first branch of the superficial temporal artery is the transverse facial artery, which is supplying this part, this area. Okay, move to the next. The superficial temporal artery moves to the next and supply the scalp. Okay, scalp over here, and we are not discussing scalp because today our topic is the arterial supply of the face, and that's why I'm not going into detail of this artery. Okay, we are concerned with this branch, and this is the branch, this is the supratrochlear and supraorbital arteries, which are the branches of superficial temporal artery. So superficial temporal artery have three branches. One is the transverfacial, another is the superficial, supratrochlear, and supraorbital. So we have completed everything. I have told you. Again, I'm telling, summarizing, includes the two main arteries, which are the branches of the external carotid artery. One is the facial, and other one is the superficial temporal. Facial has the four branches: one, two, three, and four. Okay, and the superficial temporal has three branches: one, two, and three. That's it. Thank you.